Welcome back, everybody, to the Purdue Boilermakers Dynasty. After a successful season opener, taking down Rice, we're going to head into week 2, taking on the Marshall Thundering Herd, trying to gain another victory, go to 2-0, because after this week, we have Notre Dame once again, obviously the big rival. We took them down last year. We can't look ahead. We have to try to take down Marshall. They got some talented players on this side. There's no doubt about it. I would say overall, we're much more talented than this Marshall team, but still, you just never know what can happen on any given Saturday. So let's get this underway. We'll receive the ball first as Tramar Harris takes this up to around the 28-yard line. And here comes Taj Bullock and this offense, waiting for Caden Fagan to get going. Hasn't gotten going yet, obviously only one game in, but we'll see if he can get the running game going today. But Bullock going to roll out here on 2nd and 10. Takes this one himself, looking for a block. He won't get it, though, but still picks up around 7 yards. And obviously we know Taj Bullock has the legs. He can take off. But on 3rd and 3, trying to find Theo Mellon Orstrom. Cannot find him there. Overthrows him. And that will be a quick 3 and out. Jaquai Long, the quarterback here for this Marshall team. And handing off to a Duke transfer, Peyton Jones, going absolutely nowhere. Sean Seabrooks is all over it. 3rd and 12 to the outside. That is caught, and that's not even going to be close. Loses a couple of yards, actually. Receiver should have went to the outside that time. He had more room to the outside, does not. 3 and out, and back to the offense we go as we got some room here. Nice RPO action. We'll get up to the 30-yard line, and that will be a Purdue first down. It is tough to stop the RPOs in this game, I'd have to say. So we got to utilize it ourselves. Over the middle, that's going to be caught. There is Jesse Watson, who made some fantastic grabs in that first game against Rice. Comes up with a nice catch there, but short. And we're going for it. 4th and 5. Looking, floated this one perfectly. Got the grab. Nitro Tuggle. Got the first. New set of downs. Continue the drive. We're up to the 20. Hand this one off. Morissette with the carry, and he picks up maybe around 4 yards. Like I said, trying to get that run game going here. 3rd down and 8, though. Just the 4-man rush. Bullock to throw. Fires this one. That one's going to be tough. Nice play by the defender there to knock it away. It's lucky for us it doesn't end up being an interception. And we'll bring out the kicker here. Kick is up. It squeezes in there. And it is good. So a 3-0 lead here to start. See what this defense can do. So we got a 3 and out earlier. As they go to Peyton Jones, he's going absolutely nowhere. Week 1, Marquise Nicholas just was all over the place. And he is continuing that here today. 3rd down and inches, back to the run game. This one is a read option, and Long will keep it himself, and just enough to pick up the Marshall first down. 1st and 10, back to Peyton Jones again, and he is going absolutely nowhere. What a stop up front. And now a 3rd and 11. Long to throw, stepping up, trying to find something. Steps up, has his man, but he can't complete it there. That was almost picked off as well. And that is another Marshall punt. Back to the offense we go. Nice move. And that's Tramar Harris with the catch. First down. That'll now bring us into the second quarter with the 3-0 lead, obviously, but the offense looking good. We have, switch to nighttime just like that. I guess what you get when you get into the fall time, but we're still pretty early. We're in September. You could still technically say this is summer. I mean, where we're at here probably doesn't really get cold until, October. 2nd and 9, Bullock to throw, firing this one up, and Orstrom could not hang on. It was right in his hands. That was a perfect throw from Bullock. Ends up being now 3rd and 9. Marshall just coming with 4, stepping up the pocket, room to run, and instead of sliding down, he just goes right in there, gets the first down. Looks like he'll be back from injury. So what a play there from Bullock on 3rd down as we hand the ball off to Fagan. Picks up around 5 yards. So far, it's been a struggle. 7 carries, 11 yards, nothing really crazy. Open receiver, and Nitro Tuggle can't hang on. He was thinking touchdown. He catches that. There is nobody in front of him. You got to catch the ball first. Bring on the field goal unit again. Kick is up. Kick is good. 6-0 lead when it probably should be 10-0. Man, Bullock didn't really get any help on that drive from his receivers. 2 big-time drops. As Long will take this one himself. And these quarterbacks not sliding today. They're taking some damage. Makes the first down. So 1st and 10. We're bringing some heat. Long's in trouble. Can't find anybody. There's a flag on the play. But more than likely, that's going to be a holding call. We can easily decline that one as Marquise Nicholas, once again, coming through, makes the sack. And now it's going to be a 3rd and 15. We can just rely on the 4-man rush. Long to throw, looking, trying to find something, fires back, has the completion, but well short of the first down. Look who it is again, Nicholas on the tackle. Another punt from Marshall. And now we got Ben Washington, the freshman quarterback, comes in, as he will find Melon Orstrom with the grab and a catch, first down up to the 38. And we're trying to find, I don't know if we're really going to have a, actual rotation with both quarterbacks, or trying to get Ben Washington mainly in the game. I'm kind of good with going with the hot hand. Speaking of hot hands, after that drop pass, looks like Orstrom's got a something to prove here. Comes up with a tough catch there. Nice lob pass from Ben Washington. 3rd and 1 now. We hand this off to Caden Fagan. Scoots through, and he's got the first down up to the 27-yard line. But yeah, what kind of, I don't know. Do we do 2 drives each? Or do we just, if you're performing in the game, just keep him in there, as Ben Washington's going to go down for the sack. Nave is hurt again. All right, we'll have to keep an eye out on that. That's his 2nd time. But a 3rd and 16. Washington stepping up the pocket. Goes down the field, and it's caught! Jesse Watson! He made some great catches we saw in that first game against Rice, and he makes a tough catch here. Defender was right on him. He acts like he wasn't even there. That is totally trusting in your receiver. Washington to Watson. There's a guy right there, and he just takes it. Oh, I got it. Hang on. That ball is right in the defender's helmet. I would not be surprised if any other receiver drops that ball, but not Jesse Watson. Touchdown, 13-0 lead, as Peyton Jones with the best carry of the game here for Marshall for the first down. We're bringing some heat. We're going to trust our guys downfield to cover, and we do when we finally get home. Moore Jr. with another sack. It's really been 3rd and longs for this Marshall offense. Not the greatest as they go down the field looking for one-on-one, but it's knocked away, incomplete. And once again, another stop from our defense. This Marshall offense really can't get anything going, as look out, Ben Washington's going to go down for a big-time sack. So a 3rd and 22. Really just looking for almost like an arm punt here. It has a man open down the field, and he just missed him. Tremar Harris was wide open. Probably would have been a touchdown. So 55 seconds left. Firing to the outside. It's caught. Biggest play of the game for this Marshall offense. And it's a touchdown to Sharon White Jr., the freshman wide receiver. Marshall finally gets something after just getting absolutely nothing. They haven't even got past midfield. Finally get something. They are back in this game. It's 13-7. And over the middle, man, Melon Orstrom today is having a great first half. 5 catches, 73 yards. Another grab there. We got 40 seconds left here in this first half. Trying to put up some more points. Washington stepping up, heaving it down the field. It's called touchdown! Tremar Harris! How did that get through? I thought that was going to either be tipped or picked off, and somehow gets over the defender's hand. That had to have been very close. I'd like to see a replay of this one. Wow. Look how close. You're talking mere inches away from being tipped. Great concentration from Harris, because sometimes, even if it doesn't get tipped, the hand right there can mess you up. Touchdown. It's 20-7. What a wild final 2 minutes here. 3rd and 10. They're just going to run to Peyton Jones. We're all over it. We're going to use a timeout. So we have 1 timeout left. Maybe we can get field goal range here, but with 2 seconds left, now it's just, we're going to have to just throw it up there if we have time. Washington heaves it again. Down the field, and Nitro Tuggle's got it for the touchdown. Ben Washington just comes in, is just heaving these throws down the field, and everything's working. That was like a 65-yard throw. At least it seemed like that. Touchdown, What a way to end the first half. 2 back-to-back touchdowns. This was a 27-7 lead. Wow. That is unreal how Ben Washington's just come in here, the freshman quarterback, and performed so well. So we're going to keep him in the game as we start off this second half. 3rd and 4. Washington looking, stepping up, and he can take off as well. He's got some solid speed. He's got the first down, and we'll move the chains. Really just have to utilize that, ability a little bit more, I would think, especially when it comes to the tough games. As up the middle, that's a first down. That's what we're going to have to really do. We're going to come against some really tough teams coming up the rest of the season. Obviously, our schedule, really looking at it, it looks easier, I think, than last year. I mean, last year you took on Michigan, you took on Ohio State, and we get Penn State this year, but no Michigan, no Ohio State, no Oregon, no USC. We don't have any of those on the schedule this year. I mean, those are big time, misses. So we really have to take advantage, I would say, here in year number 2 of this schedule. As we go to the outside, Joyner's got the touchdown, and we are rolling here today against Marshall. Everything looking very, very good, getting this up to a 34-7 lead. Offense rolling, defense, other than that one mistake, really, we have been playing very, very good. I'm hoping to fill these stands here soon. As you can see, we're, understandably, obviously, but hopefully we can fill this up. That's the goal, really, to get this stadium rocking, get the fans back, get Purdue football to some sort of relevancy. As we fire, wide open, man. Mellon Orstrom today is over, I believe that's going to put him over 100 yards. Very good day today. I mean, last year, I don't think we even had a tight end that went over maybe 30 yards. So it just shows the difference we have had this year and how much of a difference a really solid tight end can be, as that is caught Nitro Tuggle with a fantastic catch there. That is not an easy grab, and a nice job by Ben Washington placing that ball in the perfect position. And 1st and goal, as we're going to go to the other tight end, Burhan with it. Touchdown, Purdue. Domination here today against Marshall. Don't really have to worry about getting to a 4th quarter crazy game here today. Solid game. Kind of exactly what we wanted or needed before we take on Notre Dame. 48-7 would be your final. Man, that final stretch in that first half was insane. Ben Washington, 297, 4 touchdowns. The freshman quarterback looking very good here today. Yeah, he looked good. So that makes it interesting. Do you start Ben Washington maybe next? I mean, I know it's Notre Dame. They're going to have a tougher defense. I feel like Taj Bullock, his stats could have looked a little bit better if his receivers helped him out that one drive. But you really, those stats say it alone. I mean, making some fantastic throws. Caden Fagan, the running game, we'll see. It's still not what I want to see, obviously, especially against Rice and Marshall. You're hoping for a little bit more production. Just didn't get it here today, but we had, he finished a yard short of 100, a yard short. We almost had 2 receivers over 100, which, we haven't had that. I mean, we barely have some receivers over 100 in most games so far in this dynasty. Harris had 78 as well. I mean, everything was working today. This was just a fantastic game overall. You could see defensive stats, not much. I mean, we kept getting a lot of 3 and outs. It just was pretty easy, actually. So let's take a look. Simming the week, Everett Keenan. We are the top school into the top 5. Nicholas Shelley, we're over Clemson at the moment, has reached top 5. Legend Hogue, we're over Indiana in the top 8, so we got plenty of time there. And Ben Morton, we are top over Kentucky, but I don't think his deal breaker might not be good right now, so we'll have to take a look at that. So right now, going through it, obviously Dorian Breeze is a gem. We want him so bad. Any of these gems up top. Now, Theo Gammon, I would love to bring in right now in a battle here with James Madison. But I believe he wants playing time. I think it's one of his motivations. So that's going to be interesting if Ben Washington performs well this season, goes into the next season as a true sophomore, as your starting quarterback. I don't know how much time Gammon would have to play, really. Now, Everett Keenan, his deal breaker is proximity to home, which we already have in the motivation. We got conference prestige as well, obviously sending the house. But if we can hard sell and find that other third one and just really hammer home some of these guys, that's right now what we're going to have to do. When we have a lead and these guys are in the top 5, we just got to hammer home these hard sells. And obviously, you don't technically need a visit, but man, if we're in that top 3 and we got a really good lead, I'm going to do a visit as soon as we possibly can, because the end of the year is a bunch of games on the road. I think 4 out of our last 5 are on the road, so we won't really have much of an option when it comes to end of season to really get anything done. So like Dorian Breeze up top, if we have any chance to get an early visit, we have to take advantage for sure. So Fabian Knight, 3-star edge. You can see in the battle so far with Kentucky, it's just us in Kentucky. We can schedule a visit, and I think what we're going to do too is maybe do a soft sell. And since we know his deal breaker is proximity to home, which is going to be a motivation, we can pretty much deduct what it's going to be the third one. Now, we could do a hard sell, but obviously I'm still trying to save hours. So a soft sell right now might work at the moment. So looking at it, it's going to have to be playing style. I think that's what's going to work out. Team player is going to be the pitch. That's what it's going to be. I think those will all work out, pretty much be his motivations as we try to keep up with Kentucky. Heflin, we are number 3. Indiana's taking a very good lead. We have all of that. Now, we could probably think about hard selling and also scheduling this visit. Do we schedule against Notre Dame or do we schedule against Washington? Notre Dame, if we get the win, that is a big time. You know, we get 4 right there. Or to go to Maryland. I mean, he's near the top 3, so this is going to go quick. This is going to go really... you would think it's going to go quick. All right, let's just do Maryland because I believe we can beat Maryland. I think we can beat Maryland. Notre Dame's going to be tough. You know, I don't want to get any negative. If we lose the game he comes, he's instantly gone. There's no doubt about it. But, yeah, you can hard sell that. Yeah, conference legend. That works. We'll leave it at 40 hours. All right, go through the week. Dorian Breeze, we are 1 over Notre Dame, but he's in his top 5, so we're gonna get to some nitty gritty with Dorian Breeze. We're gonna have a lot of schools trying to go after him for sure. So that it's gonna be tough, but he is like the top target. You gotta come, right? Drew Brees, we're the coach. You know, it's gotta be something, right? Maybe we're his uncle. I don't know. As Heflin is gone, so just like that, we tried, and I knew it was gonna go quick. He is gone. Now Lawrence Bobo, 4-star receiver. We're in there with a lot. We're in his top 5, but we haven't even scouted him yet. I was just giving out, you know, scholarships just to see. And he is a bust. Now, 90 speed, 91 acceleration, 81 deep route, 80 catching. Even though the development trait's going to probably be normal, I would still take that. So I think he's going to stay on the board. Let's look at Isaiah Knoll. And he is a gem. So 86 speed, 87 acceleration, catching's a 68. You could just see the ratings, but he is going to be going up, obviously. Who knows what he could possibly be. So both receivers, I definitely am going to try to hammer home and see if we can get them. But Dorian Breeze, yeah, got the lead over Notre Dame. You know, looking pretty good, but Georgia, Ohio State down there as well. So that is going to be tough. We're going to have to think about scheduling a visit at some point. But Notre Dame hasn't even offered him a scholarship yet. So, I mean, I don't know. Right now, it's got a solid. If we can just hit this hard sell and really hammer it home, maybe get a visit here shortly, that should be all 3 right there based off what we know, I would think. Yeah, that's got to be in. It's got to be hometown hero. So if we can hammer this home, get a really big lead, even take down Notre Dame here. If we could take down Notre Dame and show, hey, we're the better, team going forward, that would be fantastic. Get a scheduled visit in here at some point. Man, that'd be awesome. Fabian Knight, you can see that Kentucky has continued to go on further. So we have now all 3. So now we're going to hard sell for sure. We were soft selling. Now we're going to hard sell. Because this is going to go down. This is probably going to be done within the next week or 2, I would think. Probably could schedule a visit. If we scheduled a visit, that would be a chance to gain even more. Now, we could do Maryland, or we can, let's just do Maryland, because I think if we can get into that week, we'll be good. And we'll do playing style. That's A+, obviously. It's just going to come between us and Kentucky. And we lost some guys last year to Kentucky, so I'm ready to get some payback. But look at Notre Dame this year. They are 2-2. They got destroyed by Wisconsin. 2-point loss to Miami. You got Michigan State, Florida State. That is not you're not playing any gimmies there. But getting destroyed by Wisconsin, man, 58-28. So they've been up and down this year. They obviously have some solid talent still in this Notre Dame team. They came in this year with probably some really expectations. Great house, fantastic receiver. Look at their corners. They have 3 corners over 90 overall. Absolutely ridiculous. So, I don't know what we're going to be able to do throwing the ball, in the back. But, if Wisconsin could put up 58 against them, we'll see what we can do. CJ Carr still the quarterback, as we took down this Notre Dame team last year in an absolute upset. And this year, it's going to be in the rain. It's going to be slop. So that could actually play into our favor. Kind of when you get to these weather conditions, it kind of equalizes everything. It always comes down to maybe if you turn the ball over, penalties. We'll see. Here we go as we try to remain unbeaten and give Notre Dame already their 3rd loss of the season as they receive the ball first. This is returnable and up to around the 20. They'll give them the 20. Going to see if they give him the 21. But here we go. CJ Carr and company. See, last year we beat them 23-10. We pretty much dominated that game. Our defense played so well. So go to the outside. That's a great tackle there on the outside, 1-on-1. Like I said, those RPOs are not easy to stop, and we do there. And a quick 3rd down for this Notre Dame offense. We bring some heat. Carr back to over the middle. It is going to be tackled, brought down, short of the first. That is, once again, nice tackling. If you can make tackles in this weather, not a lot of broken tackles, and you bring them down, they don't allow really much yak. That is what you want to get done. But Ben Washington, as you can see, gets the start here today. 3rd and 7. Washington fires, caught. That is going to be a first down and more for Jesse Watson, who is really turning into a fantastic target here so far this season. Him and Nitro Tuggle looking very good. Nice 1-2 punch. As Caden Fagan breaks off the 1 tackle, continues to barrel forward. Picks up 7. This is going to be a tough front to get going here today, running the game. In the running game. It really will be. But that is nice blocking. Fagan gets through for the first. 2 for 12 is already looking better than it's been really since the first couple games of the season. 2nd and 10, firing to the city outside, but it's going to be picked off. That is going to be very troubling. Oh no, I don't think we're going to be able to catch him. Ben Washington just doesn't lead him to the outside more than he should have, and it's going to be a pick 6 here. Leonard Moore takes it 88 yards, and Notre Dame is going to take the 7-0 lead. That was looking like a really good drive down the field, everything working. But as you can see, he was able to break on the ball. It's just a bad throw too. Yeah, bad route combo, I would say, but bad throw. 7-0 Notre Dame lead as Washington can't find anybody open, and that's going to be a sack by Joshua Burnham. So it ends up now being a 3rd and 21, so we got to be careful here. Don't want to turn the ball over, do anything stupid. Look out, up the middle, don't even really have a chance. That's a sack. Man, no chance. He got right through. 4th and 28, you got a punt. And now look at this field position for Notre Dame. But it is a 3rd and 8. If we can get a stop here, hold him to 3, and a fantastic tackle on the outside. Man, that was a great tackle. So we at least hold him to a field goal attempt after amazing field position from Notre Dame. About a 43-yard field goal here in the rain. This isn't easy. Kick is up, and it's going to drift. It's not going to go left. It's going to stay right. No good. Great job, defense. Great job, defense. All right, let's get this running game. Come on, there is Denylon Morissette with the carry. He's got 4 for 22, so the running game's actually been better than I thought here today. Go back to Morissette. Cuts it up. He's got the speed. First down, move the chains. Trying to find that balance between Morissette, who's got the speed, Fagan with the power. And we're going to stick with him at the moment. And obviously former receiver, so you know he's good. Catching the ball out of the backfield. Makes the spin move, first down. And that'll get us out of the first quarter. Just a 7-0 deficit, but we drove before. 3rd and 2. And that's the running room. Fagan, 1 man to beat. Can he beat him? And he breaks 1 tackle, but he's down to the 5. And we're in business. This is the best rushing performance we've seen in the 2 games against this Notre Dame front. But a 3rd and goal. Washington fires, caught, touchdown! And we're going to tie this ball game up. These receivers this year have been so much more on point. I mean, we suffered from so many drops, it was ridiculous. You know, last year, I think, if you throw that ball to the same receiver, I don't know who would be in there, but it probably would have been dropped. But Corey Smith comes up with it as a failed option play. Does not work, and Marquise Nicholas is all over it. Of course, the man on the ball on defense. 2nd and 11. Firing this one. Could have had a pick. If we would have read that a little bit quicker, turn around, might have had a pick, but that's going to be a first down throw from Carr. It's Notre Dame trying to regain the lead here. That's going to be caught. That's another first down as Notre Dame moving the ball here. Best drive of the game for them. After failing with the great field position, you don't get any points out of it. Yeah, that's a failure, but coming through, that's a big sack. That's what you want to see as Notre Dame will fail and have to punt. So defense once again coming through, but Ben Washington's going to go down as unblocked. Jaden Osbury just came right through for the sack. And a 3rd and 21. This time just a 3-man rush from Notre Dame. Looking down the field. Don't really want to force anything, but we're going to try to force it. Lob pass almost picked off. Falls incomplete, luckily for us. Once again, another punt. 3 minutes left here in this first half. Quick RPO action to the outside. And picks up good yardage, and now a 3rd and 3. We're bringing the heat, and the running back just not even looking. Wow. That could have been a touchdown. Just not on the same page. Looking at the hot. Running back's not ready as Ben Washington's going to go down again. Just burn him again. And now 3rd and 19, just setting up, trying to get a screen set up. We can't even get that going. Falls incomplete. So both teams just back to the back here as offense is not really going anywhere. Timeout Notre Dame here with 57 seconds. They only have 1 timeout left. Trying to at least maybe get a field goal. Goes underneath. That's going to be caught. That's another Notre Dame first down. I don't know if they're quite yet in field goal range after that missed 43-yarder. 33 seconds. Stepping up his car. Fires. Has a man over the middle. That's going to be a caught first down Notre Dame. Solid tackle there. But they will use their final timeout. There's only 14 seconds left. They have no timeouts. If we tackle him in bounds and he doesn't get the first, time could run out. 8 seconds and running. They're going to try to rush the field goal unit on, and it will not work. Notre Dame, the time management does not work out in their favor, and they get nothing out of it, and we go into halftime tied at 7. Man, their offense has really squandered some opportunities. Their defense is playing well, but I would say our defense is playing very good as well. We haven't allowed any points technically offensively. It was the pick 6. That's it. So 7-7 apiece as we start on offensively. And here's Taj Bullock coming into the game. Melon Orstrom with the grab. And close to a first, but a 3rd and 2. Blitz from Notre Dame's going to get through once again. We cannot stop them here today. Our offensive line is definitely being overwhelmed. But take a look at this. I mean, what are you doing? Not even close. Morissette, I don't know why he didn't just try to pick him up, allow Bullock to get to the outside, but he decides to go over to the left-hand side. And just poor offensive blocking here today. We're getting definitely hammered as the freshman Mike Wayne comes in and makes a nice solid tackle there for a loss. 3rd and 5. Carr looking downfield, one-on-one, and it's knocked away, incomplete. There you go, Hines. That's what I'm talking about. Nice job on the outside. Try to set up another quick screen. This time to Morissette. Makes his spin move, and he's got enough for, I thought I was going to give the first. Just short there. So Fagan in the backfield here on 3rd and inches. Hand him the ball. Cuts it up. Running room. Fagan and more. First down in the Notre Dame territory up to the 37. Best game of the season so far for him. 8 for 57. We give him the ball back again. Cuts it up. Nice running back vision. Setting out those blocks. Being patient. Finding that lane to go through. First down once again as we're moving the ball here. Bullock fires. Caught. Orstrom's got it. First down to the 12. Taj Bullock looking very solid here in this terrible weather conditions. 3rd and 9. Looking. Firing. That's going to be dropped incomplete. Really weren't going to get anything anyway there. So this will set up a 28-yard field goal attempt. Obviously with the hash. Not the easiest angle. And in the rain. But we drill it. It is good. And we'll take a 10-7 lead here in the 3rd quarter. Can we beat Notre Dame for 2 years in a row? That'd be wild. So he hand this ball off. Oh, okay, just throws off the defender. But, man, the D tackle comes around and makes the stop. I mean, when you have a D tackle running down a running back, that shows a lot right there. 3rd and 5, up the middle. Harkless comes through for the sack. Our defense, there's something about playing Notre Dame that our defense just thrives. We get another stop, and Notre Dame has to punt. 1:20 left here in this 3rd quarter. Bullock to throw. Open receiver. Drops it. Oh, man. Jesse Watson. Did not expect that. Thought that was going to be a sure-handed catch there, but he drops it and forces us to punt the ball away. So can this Notre Dame offense get anything going? Underneath, that's going to be caught, and they will not. That is a quick 3 and out as we head into the 4th quarter. 10-7 lead. Weather obviously playing a factor here today. Both offenses really underperforming. I mean, neither offense even has 150. I mean, we're like under 150 yards of offense. It's crazy what is happening so far today. 3rd and 3, though, that's going to be the key. Can you pick up these key 3rd downs as Orstrom goes up, makes a big-time grab, allowing this clock to run off, keep the drive moving, and another 3rd down. 3rd and 5, but this time Bullock takes off himself. Using the legs. Got to do what you got to do. Has the 1st down. Like I said, we should utilize that probably a little bit more in these type of games. We got to. Another 3rd down. And misses the receiver, Corey Smith. So what do you do here in 4th and 3? We're going to be aggressive. We are going to go for this one. This is a really crazy decision because we missed this. Notre Dame's got great field position, but we are actually going to trust in our defense. They've gotten great field position early in this game, and we've stopped them. And we got a chance right here to stop them again. 3rd and 13. Carr filing out. That's going to be caught, but short of the 1st down. And Notre Dame's going to punt. So that's what I'm saying. I'm trusting in the defense. We have been on point here today. As Bullock gets around the edge. That was a great pass pro pickup by Morissette. That led to him allowing him to get to the edge there and pick up the 1st down with his legs. 4:10 left in this ball game. Underneath the Orstrom. He's not going to pick up much there. Maybe 3 yards and a massive 3rd down and 7. Here comes the blitz from Notre Dame. Firing over the middle. It's picked off. He just did not see him there. He thought it was an all-out blitz and had one-on-one. And Notre Dame with a massive interception here. They have the ball out the 41-yard line. 2:48 left. And with that completion, I would say just about in field goal range, but they're looking for that touchdown. They're trying to take the lead. 2 minutes left. Hand the ball off on 2nd and 2. Great run stop, nothing there. 3rd down and 2 here for Notre Dame. They hand the ball off once again, but we're all over it. We stuff them. We could probably call a timeout here, and now Notre Dame's going to set up a field goal attempt to try to tie this ball game up at 10 apiece. And the kick is up, and it is good. So Notre Dame gets a huge interception, ties this ball game, their first offensive points really of the game, and we're tied up at 10 apiece as freshman Ben Washington back in the game, trying to lead a game-winning drive here in his freshman year, 3rd game of the season against Notre Dame. 3rd and 1, Washington fires, caught, grab, 1st down. That is huge. We'll call a timeout. Need probably maybe 15, 20 yards to get in field goal range, at least an attempt. But a 3rd down, over the middle, Nitro Tuggle's got it, and that might get it for us. We have no timeout, so we got to get that field goal unit on the field. Here we go. We just got to attempt this field goal here. It's going to be about 52 yards. Kick is up, and it drifts right, and it is no good. We could have tried maybe another offensive play, but it was a real risk. So now Notre Dame has some time. 8 seconds. Down the middle, caught completion to the 41. They'll call a timeout with 3 seconds. They're not going to attempt a field goal. I'm surprised. They're just going to try to heave one to the end zone. Not even that. They heave it right away. It is dropped incomplete. And with that, we are heading to overtime. 10 apiece. I'm thinking about the decision. We just didn't have any timeouts. I didn't want to have a completion. We run out of time. Don't even get a chance. I trusted in the field goal unit. It did not work out in our favor. And we go to overtime, and that's not a great way to start. As Notre Dame with a big run, and just like that, they're down to around the 7-yard line. First and goal. We're bringing heat. Carr dumps it out, and great tackle in the open space there. Fantastic one-on-one tackle. Third and goal. Carr looking. Fires this one. It is caught and tackled short. So what does Notre Dame do here? All right, they're going to decide to kick the 3. It's tough. When you're right there at like the 2-yard line, you're thinking maybe we just go for this one here, get the touchdown. But this is not easy, obviously, on the hash with the rain. Kick is up, and it's no good. It's missed. That is not, it's not an easy kick, like I said, in the weather conditions on the hash. Now all we need is a field goal for the victory. Unbelievable. Morissette on 3rd and 10. Cuts around the edge, cuts it back up in the middle. Get in the middle yet. We don't want to be on the hashes. First down, huge. 2nd and 5. We hand it off to Caden Fagan, and Caden Fagan reaches the ball over, and we won't even have to worry about a field goal attempt because Fagan's in for the touchdown, and that will do it. We take down Notre Dame 16-10, 2 years in a row. Unbelievable game here today. And honestly, I would say the rain helped us out. Not the prettiest stats. Not at all. 12 of 20, 103, a touchdown. Bullock 8 for 17 with the pick. I felt sorry for Washington Bullock today because they were just getting hammered. But Caden Fagan, best game, 12 for 84, and that game-winning touchdown. The running game, surprisingly, was the strong point of this offense today. And the way our defense played, we only allowed technically 3 points. The pick 6 was the other. The defense just, can we just take on Notre Dame like every game of the season? Because our defense would be top-tier defense. I don't know what it is. The schemes just work out. We looked fantastic. All right, recruiting. Everett Keenan. We're right there. I think we're going to get him next week. That is awesome. 3-star gem right tackle. Theo Gammon, we take the lead over James Madison. Jamison Dumaine, lead over Iowa State at the moment in the top 5. And Tavares Horner, lead right now over Indiana in the top 5. But what a victory against Notre Dame. We go to 3-0. And now we'll take on the Washington Huskies, get into more Big Ten, get into the Big Ten action. Washington took us down last year, so maybe we get some revenge. I think they have taken a bit of a hit this year. Man, everything's looking solid so far here in year number 2. If we can continue the winning ways, recruiting's looking a little bit better. We could start to get this Purdue team right, maybe middle of the pack in the Big Ten. Really can. But that's going to do it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the support. I really do appreciate it. Hit that like button. Subscribe for more. And I will see you in the next one. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.